But then what becomes of your reality and your world when your belief system is warped, is confused? It doesn't have a solid foundation to stand on. Your foundation was God, but COVID proved to you that God ain't shit. How did it do that, my nigga? COVID shut down your place of worship. Your pastors, your deacons, these powerful men of God that was out here placing their hands on people and these niggas passing out in their hill, the ones that would take off their jackets and then smacking people with it in their hill. I don't know their names personally, but some of the ridiculous things that we was watching these pastors that would be on TV doing in the name of God. These motherfuckers, when COVID revealed itself, they went from the healing force and power of God to this coward. Even now, in the reality, you have some of these TV ministers coming out into the world stating boldly that forgive us. Why? Because some of the teachings we was putting out was wrong. Look around. You will see. You don't need to look for things. Thanks to this internet or technology, information is so easily uh, um, found. Just go out, type in deacons and ministers that are now confessing the bullshit that they fed the collective. And believe me, this is this is just the beginning. It's going to get worse before it gets better. All that has been hidden is going to come out into the light. And part of what that is coming out into the light is simply that the God that you have believed in all your life and served and did all of this is worthless. And I'm truly sorry to say it like that. But like a wound, you have to rip the band-aid off and allow that wound to heal and stop pretending. And stop pretending. Spiritually, many are wounded. The belief system is definitely like just confused because, again, I'm just sitting here trying to wonder what will make me wake up in the morning to get ready to go to a place of worship where it has been proven to me that God that I believe wholeheartedly is everything and nothing can ever affect this God. But then I was just proven to not long ago that this God ain't shit. And I'm just the kind of motherfucker, I don't sugarcoat my words. I'm blunt with my words. I arrive directly at the truth. That's why I'm just saying ain't shit. Now, I could express this in a more lengthy way, but I like to get to the point. So I'm gonna just say, yeah, you prove to me that this God ain't shit. Because if you have the power to tell me when and where I could go worship my God, then it means my God is not all power. In a certain way, you the one telling me, you the one in the position guiding me and telling me the time and place is safe to worship my God. In a way, you got more power than my God. Because now you're telling me, oh, it's safe for you to go to your God's place of worship. It is not safe for you to go to your God's place of worship. Shouldn't I, the believer in my God, be in the position to determine that because I have so much faith in my God that where thousands and millions are falling left on the left side of me, the right side of me, I don't give a fuck. my God got my back. To bear witness to this, and as I allow my consciousness to go in that subject awareness where I could look at things from their perspective, looking at it logically, I lie to you not. Something in me hurts. Something in me is crying out like, this is a lie. But why am I forcing myself? Why am I trying to convince myself that the lie is true? This is me in the subject, conscious awareness. Okay, I could look at it from the subject perspective, from the object perspective, and damn near from every other. But right now, I want to look at it from that perspective firsthand. How will I feel if I was in their shoes? To still be waking up at this time, to lie to myself, convinced that I'm going to go serve, praise, and worship this all-powerful God, when COVID just showed me that this motherfucker ain't shit. Something in me is crying. Something in them is crying out for truth. And some people, they are so wrapped up in this illusion that has been created for them that they are willing to go down with the delusion. They're willing to go down with the ship. I don't care what anybody has to say to me. I'm still going to believe that this God of mine that has been proven worthless is still powerful. If I was in a position that doctor, I would literally be fucking with people still. You got the green light right now. You're going back to church. Out of nowhere, I come back. Be like, today we're going to cancel church. Why? We're going to pretty much cancel the entire church worldwide. Why? Because COVID is back. COVID is back. Just to fuck with them. Showing them clearly that, bro, your God ain't shit. Again, as a reminder, this is not to attack anybody. This is my truth that I'm simply expressing. Take it however you desire to take it. I'm sorry if my words trigger, I do, no, should I apologize for my truth? Fuck no. If my truth triggers anything within you, that's your problem, not mine. I'm not saying this to again tell you whatever it is you got going on is bullshit. It's just the evidence that was revealed within the development of evolution, of humanity's evolution, that I'm speaking on. The evidence, the fact that laid before all our eyes. This is not an opinion. This was the fact that was revealed between 2021, a little bit of 2022, 2020, 2019, however long this shit was around. The facts, the evidence, they were all showing to all of us something is wrong with this deity. For me, it was revealed a long time ago that this was bullshit. It was like, yeah, how old was I, man? I know it was between age 12, 11, 10, 9. It was between those youthful years of my life that revelation was made to me, where I personally made the choice to step away from this from everybody, the society's idea of God, to wanting to get to know my God on a personal level. There was some experiences that revealed itself in my childhood that made me see that something is wrong here. Again, logically, I needed to find the solution. And the solution was, I'm going to need to leave your guys alone. Your God, I got to leave this nigga alone and go find what God means for me. 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old thinking like this. Currently age, not really sure, because getting away from that whole, I was born every year on the day of my birth, I was born. They're like, bullshit. I was given life once. I was born once. Why the fuck am I celebrating my birthday every fucking year? I was born once, but that's another topic. It's just belief that has been handed. You believe in this, but you never take the time to question, why am I believing in this? Everybody is doing this. You never took the time to question, why are they doing this? And why should I do it? Because they're doing it. Ever since I've made that decision to see the truth and move in the truth, when it comes to this whole deity situation, I have my own personal relationship with this deity. One that is not influenced by society's idea of notion of what deity is. And this is what you now have an opportunity to do for yourself. This is what this is what I feel COVID give each and every believer in this world. Never fret. Do not fret. Why? Indeed, there is a power behind all of creation. You would be a fool to believe there ain't no deity. It honestly, I find it quite difficult for anyone to place their consciousness somewhere where they feel as though there is not a force, a power, a presence behind the manifestation of this magical shit that is life. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I just call life shit. Oh my God. This beautiful phenomenon that is life. This shit that is life. That's funny. I like phenomenon better. Just unexplainable phenomenon that is life. It is a thing of joy. It is magic. Something to convince yourself that, it's just happening. That is just foolishness. Something has to be responsible for everything that is happening. It's on you to determine what this something is and what this something means to you and what relationship you're going to have with this something. Because in each and every one of our lives, I lie to you not, you can arrive at a point in time of your development or growth where you can say, something happened in my life where I cannot explain it, but I feel as though it was something that was not in my control. It was another that was in that position of power that literally guided me out of the situation, that gifted me this, that pretty much showed itself that I got you type shit. That's something that has revealed itself in all of our life. That's your real God. That's the one that works behind the scenes, revealing truth to you, truth that you refuse to acknowledge, giving you all that you desire. This something even is making you breathe right now. The very act of breathing is out of your control, and you seem to think that there is nothing that is overseeing all of this. You don't tell yourself to breathe. It is just an act that happened. So who's making that act happen? Your eternal organs, they function independently without your awareness. Who is making that happen? God, brothers and sisters. If you was to take time to just step out of the matrix, and when I say matrix, well, we all know the movie. Take the time to step out of the physical manifestation of life to bringing it within yourself, to sit with yourself. You will arrive at so much revelation about yourself and about the physical manifestation that is the world you find yourself in. But it requires silence. It requires contemplation. It requires self-reflection. It requires faith in oneself and faith in that which is unseen. It requires a whole lot of other things. It requires discipline, self-discipline. It requires trust. It requires love for self and others. Those are some scary words I just threw out because these simple words to society, they're the most complex things out there in the multiverse. Self-discipline, love, faith, all of this. Self-reflection. Self. Sit with yourself. Why is this difficult? Because many people don't want to do that. They much rather the world tells them what to do. The world moves them however way the world desires them to move. And this is all that is happening. The world moves you however way it desired to move not long ago. And now you're waking up to go back to pretty much doing the exact same thing that you've been doing. Honestly, yo, somebody hit that doctor up and tell that nigga, look, these niggas acting up again. Go ahead and tell them COVID is back and let's shut down this shit. Proving to them once more that your God ain't shit. Wake up, brother. Wake up, sister. Again, this was not to attack your belief system. This is to simply enlighten you on the fallacy that is the belief that has been handed to you. Like you, I was once in there. But each and every day I worked diligently. I wasn't thinking I want to get out of this. I just went off of the facts and the evidence that was revealing itself in my reality. I mean, you can heed this message and truly now begin to ask yourself, why is it that the God that I say I love and serve was proven insignificant in the face of COVID? Why am I still waking up to go praise and worship this God after he, she, or it has been proven insignificant? That's the question. That was the point of this. And in asking those questions, answers must be generated. Y'all know how it is. Questions demands answers, but you have to ask the right question. So this message to all the believers out there in this wonderful deity that is God. Your mother and father, that is the creator, trust and believe, is alive, is living. This deity is alive. And indeed, it is all power. Nothing can, it is the power of all power. It gives rise to any idea of power. Unfathomable in and of itself. There is nothing in creation that can explain this power because there are no words in creation to explain this power. All you need to know is it is alive. It is yours, and it is awaiting your recognition of it, in order that it may come into your life and show you the truth of your divinity. But it cannot do so until you open that door. And how you open that door is to release the illusion of the false God that has been handed to you. Is to embrace the idea of truth. Not just any truth, the absolute truth. Now, there are a few that are going to be free upon receiving this message. Because there are but a few people in this world who truly desires the truth. Why do I say that? Because ignorance is bliss. And I lie to you not, ignorance is bliss, because when a person knows better, they are responsible to do better. You cannot know better and still be living ignorance is bliss. For me, again, looking at that logically, if I knew better and chose to still live in ignorance, that will fuck with my consciousness. That will fuck with my core. That will fuck with my essence to know truth and live a lie. Nigga, I will put my fucking life on the line for truth before I will live a life of slavery or live this cowardly life where I have my life, but I'm a coward living life. Do you know what that does to an individual? You know the truth, but you're believing in lies. Do you know what that does to consciousness? Stop doing that to yourself. Stop hurting yourself. This idea of truth, I'm sorry, the truth ain't even hidden. The truth ain't never been hidden. The truth has always been in our face. But for one to embrace the idea of truth, they have to be ready to receive that truth. Until you're ready for a certain reality, you won't be able to enter into that reality until you're ready. If you're not ready for truth, the truth can literally be in your face. You're going to miss it. Why? Because you're not ready for it. That's why your ass is still waking up to go to a Sunday morning service to a church that has been proven to you that your God ain't shit, because you don't want the truth. You don't want to believe in truth. If you wanted to believe in truth, you would have bear witness to all the evidence, all the facts that was revealed to you from 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. You would have bear witness to all of these motherfucking truth and modified your life in a way that you free yourself from the illusion. But you chose otherwise. You chose ignorance because it's bliss. And so now, boys and girls, I believe I have vented long enough about my observation. Take this however way you desire. Heed the message, set yourself free, know better and do better, or heed the message and see it as lie. See it as foolishness. See it as an abomination and continue to believe your ignorance and enjoy your bliss. But ultimately, in the long run, know this: you shall reap what you sow. Because according to your belief, it shall be done unto you. So if this is indeed the case, you tell me what is to be done unto you when you have no belief system. And I'm going to leave it at that. Have yourself a marvelous day. Have yourself a blessed and magnificent day. Enjoy this magical phenomenon that is life. Embrace each and every day and strive to live your best version. Live your life on your own terms. If you want to keep doing this God thing after the evidence has proven to you that this is shit, then keep doing it. You have free will. But if you want to be free to saying the truth, take a look at this message. I've been speaking for an entire hour. There's a whole lot of shit I've said. Take notes. Write down the parts that you felt spoke to you, and then apply the information that you felt spoke to you to your life and live your best life. Knowledge is not power. The application of knowledge is where the power lies. You could know a bunch of shit, but if you're not acting upon the shit that you know, you still don't know shit. The information is out here now, brothers and sisters. Only you have the power to continue to live a life of ignorance, and only you have the power to live a life of truth and freedom. The choice is yours. I love you so much. I really do. You don't know me. But if you had a clue, if you could just take a snapshot, not even take a snapshot, if you could just enter into my mind for about 1 second, you will understand why I love you so much and why it is but my sincere desire to see you happy, to see you free of all this illusion and games, from all the delusion and shames that you are constantly taking upon yourself for absolutely no reason. The idea of you suffering before my eyes, it hurts me greatly. But I can't do nothing but simply watch you until you are truly ready to receive help. Then I shall offer the help. But until that time that you are truly ready to see the truth of the help that I'm to provide to you, I can do nothing but watch you in your despair, in your heartache, that you yourself is solely causing upon yourself because you refuse to listen to wisdom. Instead, you want to listen to ignorance. You refuse to recognize and acknowledge truth. Instead, you want to play with lies. You are so great. See you later.